Hello, Pisces. This is the Gypsy Hermit Tarot. Welcome to my channel. When it comes to donating to my channel, the details are in the description box below. I have my favorite mug here with more liquids. So, as you can see by my reading earlier and my little, unveiling of my new oracle cards, I'm now going to come back and do a past life reading for you. So excited. Okay, so I'm a little bit, I think I'm going to start with the past life cards just because it's a past life reading. So let's just see what the overall energy in the past was for you, Pisces. What did Pisces face? Ooh, oh my God. What did Pisces face in past lives? You know what's funny? Somebody had multiple lives, like all kinds of, wow, all kinds of things. Oh, oh Lord, no, that's too much. Overall energy, Pisces past lives. Yeah. You really have been on a journey of learning, Pisces. You really have, like, you've done multiple lifetimes, some exalted, and some humble. Last one. Ooh. But wow. Bottom of the deck is finances, vows, biblical. I mean, you have really had some interesting lifetimes. I'm going to move these over. This is something. So, for some, and these are different lifetimes. If you've had dreams or visions throughout your life, even especially in childhood, like I did, take it as it resonates, okay? This is not, everything does not have to be for one person, for just you. It could just be that what you have a memory of, or what you know to be true about yourself, or maybe you had a past life reading and someone mentioned it, and then this is clarification. Oh my God, that's enough for that to just be that. Look at this shit. Imprisonment and slavery, or slavery, I should say. Woo, that hit hard. So just for that to come out tells me that there are African descendants of slaves in this, watching this reading. There may also be Irishmen who were slaves, or I don't know that the Scottish were slaves in as much as they were really brutally, I don't know what the word, like, they were treated very badly by the English. Okay. After that is knighthood. So some of you were also knights in another lifetime. Others of you were like a wise woman or a wise man. You were very wise, but uniquely so with the unicorn, because unicorns are magical creatures and mythical creatures. So there was something about your wisdom that people found to be very inspiringly magical, and maybe even that you were a witch, but it doesn't say that. Although the card persecution and inquisition is here, so it might have been that they thought you were a witch, just a lot. Some of you were doctors in previous lifetimes, and you maybe became a doctor in this lifetime as well. So maybe it was your very, previous lifetime before this one. Some of you learned a lot of lessons. It was like time after time, every cycle, maybe there were a certain number of years, and it would be about a lesson. And then you would go through the twin flame journey step by step, and it was just like, okay, that was the lesson for this, and then you'd have a period of blessings, and you were well aware of that, like it was tied in with your love life. Very twin flame. I'm going to clarify this with the twin flame cards, but very twin flame that this had to do with your love life and lessons and blessings. These two cards together. So let's get some clarification. I'm so excited. Woo! I'm going to get some more cards too after I clarify. I love these cards. Okay. Clarifying the imprisonment and or slavery. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Replaying events over in your head. So there's something about what took place in the past that someone was in prison a long time. And while they were in prison, they worked for free, like free labor, because there is a clause in the American I don't know if it's the judicial system or when it comes to inmates, that's the only form of slavery that is allowed, but it is a form of slavery because they can make you work for so little that it's almost like you're working for free. Someone here was in prison for so long and they were worked as if they were slaves, and now that they're either out, why is the cassette here? Are they coming out of prison? Ooh wee. Hmm. This is someone that has not learned their lesson. For whatever it was that they went into prison for, they blame everybody but themselves for what happened to them. And they are coming out with like old fashioned, outdated thinking. Their fashions are crazy. Yeah. They don't, they think over and over and over about what happened to them, but at the same time, they don't attribute it to any of their choices. Like they're not learning their lesson. And with the sunglasses, this is about watching, stalking others, looking, gaslighting others, having the wrong perception, focusing out instead of focusing within. Like you were in prison for a long time, but you're not learning your lesson. Someone was like that in a past life. Hmm. Why is knighthood here? Ooh, this is a totally different person. And of course, a knight is an honorable person of the court, right? Usually appointed by the king. This is actually about, whereas the first person did not learn lessons, went to prison, suffered slavery and everything. This person, it says, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. This is someone that lived an honorable life, learned from past mistakes, but has a lot of great memories. Ooh, of a love. This is passion. They had it all, this person in their past life. This is someone that did the right things, that when they needed to, they would learn lessons, which we have down here for the twin flame connection, right? And it said there were keepsakes, right? There were memories. They reminisce. This is someone that remembers being an honorable masculine and having a love for someone. Like they remember that love they had in a past life in this life right now. They remember that love. They remember that it was an insane chemistry, that it was reciprocal. They liked each other equally and they had a lot of fun. This person remembers like that kind of love, a really deep, abiding love. Wow. Clarify wisdom. Why is the wisdom damn card here? Talking. interested, conversing more. A weighted message arrives, text or call or email hovering. So, someone here in a past life, and maybe even now, because this is someone with a laptop, and of course, we didn't have those in past lives. In a past life, they were very wise. Now, they love to learn online. Like they research so much, probably about the time that they remember being here before. Clarify the talking. Okay. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. There's something they're researching because they're going to give a lecture. This may be a teacher or a professor. And maybe, see, because with the interrogation and right after that is persecution and inquisition. And remember, this is about unicorns who are magical creatures, and magical creatures in the past were persecuted as witches. Let's get two cards to and see if these two can come together. Two cards to clarify persecution. No, that's too much. Two cards to clarify persecution and inquisition. To clarify inquisition. Ooh, twin flames. You know what? I feel like, and I almost said when I saw coffee cup, because it's meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Twin flames, yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Look it seems to me there was a force trying to get in the way of twins. You were interested in each other, you started conversing more, you started, you know what I mean, exchanging some type of messages. In today's world, if you've already met each other, you're doing that on email, text, call, hovering, spying on each other, that type of thing, but you're talking. There's a force in this that is trying to sabotage this union. It's a beautiful union. Talking is a big part of your bond. Like you're both very intellectual people. The twin flame energy is very strong, and you make each other feel so uplifted, but it's friendship. It's like the root of your connection is friendship. That's why it's so much talking and conversing and savoring the moment. It makes me feel like, oh my God, like my heart, like, oh, it's so beautiful. But there's someone here that wants to work on it, on getting it together. Like they're interrogating someone. One of you has a partner. I feel like it's the masculine. Clarify this hammer. Who has this person? Is it masculine? It's the runner. Wow. Right? Whoever the runner is has a partner. This is a part of why they're running. They're in a dependent relationship. They have a fear of intimacy and they're listening to their ego. Yeah, so they sabotage this union. They sabotage this connection that is so wonderful. It's so wonderful. And this is probably, I don't know. Oh my God. This is something, dude. I love these cards, man. Clarify the health in the past life. Clarify. Oh, too much. Okay, one came out. Love calls, someone expresses love. A message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. What does that have to do with health? What does that have to do with health and love call? With health, I say health. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. This is a very strong connection, as I'm saying, but you all have had it, and something tells me it was the feminine that was enslaved or imprisoned, but sees things only from, let me get another card. Was the feminine victimized and imprisoned or enslaved? Look at that liberation. I feel like this is so. At first, when I first started this, I felt like whoever this was that was enslaved or imprisoned was not seeing their, what happened that got them imprisoned in the first place. This is slavery because this says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So it was more so that this was someone who was a descendant of slaves. This was a descendant of slaves. She didn't deserve it. She didn't. So she was right to see things focusing out, the perception of why this happened to her. And because she has the stalking, looking, gaslighting, watching, it's like she was probably, what is it called? Fetishized by the master and his guests and his sons or whomever, right? There was something, she was very beautiful, most likely. Not being, she wasn't able to get out. Even when she was free, she wasn't able to get over being raped, being treated like that, even though she was freed. But her true love was a knight. And there's something about this knight. Who was this knight? Who was this knight? Her counterpart. Who was he? I didn't know this was going to be a twin flame past life type of thing. Who was this knight? Was he even from among the slaves? Who was this person? Damn. No, that's not the knight. This is what she was dealing with, or someone here was narcissistic and like a snake to her. That's both narcissistic. Oh, self-absorbed, the gold narcissist, one-sided relationship, the empath and the narcissist paradigm. That came out. So this is probably the one where if the feminine is the runner, and I don't know why I even put the runner card on the feminine side, that's who is getting in the way of sabotaging. Yes, the runner sabotages, right, the relationship because, but this with the hammer, it's not about, you know what I mean? This is someone else interrogating the person they're with. That's this. The feminine is with a narcissist, someone that only does things that serves him, but at the same time, he's interrogating and intimidating her to keep the twins apart. This is a past life twin flame reading. Oh my God. This is crazy. I can't even get any more news about the night, about the divine masculine here. Like it won't tell me. I'm going to, okay, before I even go over there, I'm going to, a mask. Yeah. Somebody's wearing a mask and the masculine does not know it. Does not know it. Does not know it. It's almost like the feminine is surrounded by a false twin that's a narcissist or who's wearing a mask and gaslighting her and pretending to like her to keep her away from her true love. And her true love is also with someone that's, you know what I mean, interrogating him, accusing him of cheating with the feminine, and he's not even with her. Oh, this is terrible. Okay. When it comes to the knighthood, why is he here? Look at that. See, the feminine with the phobias and the authority figures, he was an authority figure, especially as a knight. And knights were defenders. So there was something about whenever the feminine was released from slavery, from this bondage, from whatever type of servitude, he defended her in court. He may even have been someone that bought her from her previous master and then got her freed somehow. Clarify this. Ooh, father. She was mixed race. And her father was a slave master and freed her from that bondage. That's why she looks white. That's why she is a white woman. Not that she was white, but she was part white. She was mixed. And he went to court. This happened in the American slave trade. This happened. And then she was able to go to school and learn culture and arts and music and become cultivate her actual soul, her gifts, because she had to be the equal of her knight. That was just one lifetime. In another lifetime, she was like a magical creature. She was probably born, to a family where she could master all of her gifts. She was very comfortable. This was also a high priestess. No, persecution. The masculine was persecuted for something. There was something about him. What was Celtic? Oh Lord. The Celtic cross. I don't know a lot about that. I know it has to do with Ireland. So if it had to do with the British occupation of Ireland, because they were definitely virtually slaves, right? So if they held her, and there's a lot of legend in in Ireland, a lot of not like mythology, but definitely lore, about magical, psychic happenings and magical areas with stones and things like that. There was something about the feminine that she was magical for whatever reason, medicine man or woman. Yeah, she was magical. Like she probably knew how to use food and herbs to heal. She was a healer, but she was interrogated and questioned about it because they were accusing her of being a witch. And it was probably really because whoever the masculine was with, she interrogated him about how this, you know what I mean, about the qualities of this woman. Who knows how it came about that they even discussed her. This is crazy. But he shared just, because they were only friends. They just talked a lot. They had conversation, they were bonding. But they were twins. This is just a different lifetime. Damn. She could have even been a doctor. Have you seen Outlander? Kind of like that. Kind of like that, where she knew a lot of how to heal, but because of the time, it was old. It was not modern times. It was previous lifetimes, but you know what I mean? It was way back in the day. And she knew how to do things, but people took it as magic. People took it as magic and mystical and mysterious, and it could be something terrible. They were Irish. So they were poor, but she had knowledge. She had wisdom. She knew how to do things. And there was something about her heritage that was, again, it was magical. Like she was a seer. She had what people call the sight. She could see into your dreams, or she got visions or wisdom through her dreams. Clarify the health card. This person being a doctor. Yeah. Just so magical. Like almost like legends of mermaids and sirens and the lost city of Atlantis. She had wisdom. Like she did. She had so much wisdom. At the bottom of the deck for twin flames is separation. They were kept apart. They were kept apart. And it could be that in this lifetime, the knight was this woman's, right, if it was the American slave trade, he wouldn't have been a knight, but he could have been like a politician. You know what I mean? He could have just been a very powerful man, and his twin was his daughter, not sexually, just that their souls recognized each other, and that's why he protected her and freed her, and then sent her on a journey to master her gifts. So that's one lifetime they were father and daughter. You know what I mean? Another lifetime they were just friends, but everybody had a problem with it. And she was, again, magical, talented. Another lifetime she's a doctor. But it was, again, magical, mystical. They were in separation then. Missing you, thinking of you, yearning, unsure of the future. One more card. I love these cards. My gosh. Abundance, soulmates, boat. Receiving what you need for boat, progression, arriving, moving on. So in this lifetime, it's like they would each individually be traveling, thinking they're headed toward their soulmate, right? A soulmate, and be feeling really positive about it, but stayed in separation. Like this was just like there's even not even two cars to fit together. Something tells me this is the current lifetime with the lessons and blessings and love life. They finally get to be together. This is some shit. Oh my God, this is some shit. I've never done this. I hope you all like this. This is so exciting to me. It's like a saga. Clarify the lessons and blessings of the twins. Clarify the lessons and blessings. Oh, that's too much. We'll see. Seduction, ascending, the butterfly. This is the feminine side. Clarify love life for the masculine. What was his love life like? Healing heart. Okay. Clarify love life for the masculine. Kisses. Heart with a key. Stabbed in the back. Ooh, Lord. All right. Let's do bottom of the deck. Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship. Lack of confidence. Self-sabotage. Fear, ego issues, jealousy. Somebody tripping. So the feminine, and I'm just assuming this is the feminine side with the lessons and blessings because that's what we tend to go through. I don't know how I knew. But there's seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference, ascending, transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Yes, the feminine, the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. Beautiful. Wow. So many feminines are going through that or have already done that. But some are still going through that to come to union with their masculine. For love life, see, the masculine does have to heal his love life. It says healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addiction. Oh my God. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Open your heart, getting together, perfect. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. This is what he's healing from. So really this should be up here with the healing heart. That's what he's healing from. But he's healing to come into union with her. She is ascending to come into union with him. So beautiful. I want to get another past life. Is this like the culmination of what they were never able to do in the past? Because of course when they were father and daughter, they couldn't be together, and that food and hunger. It's like their souls, Native American. Wow. It's like their souls have been starving for each other because they haven't been able to come together fully for so many lifetimes and so many reasons. Someone is Native American or has Native American in their DNA, in their family lineage, and that kind of spirit talk and really having a deep knowing of past lives is what guides them to each other. And both of them may have some of that. Like I just heard one of them has some, is Afro Hispanic, Afro Latino, or there may be, Native American through a Latino line or something. It's a lot of different layers when it comes to race. It's not just one thing. Somebody may be Native American too. I mean, this is for multiple people, so there may be, a Native American in this. But food and hunger, yeah, it's the food of the soul. It's the food of the spirit. It's the hunger for your twin that they have been experiencing all these lifetimes. What is the advice for the twins? One card. What is the advice for the twins? Oh, look at that. It just flipped over so politely. Thank you, Deck. So funny. Okay. Says, stop taking life so seriously. Achievements and possessions will pale into insignificance when your soul journeys back home to the light from which everything stems. It's like hold on to the divine realm more than you seek material things. Yes, you need the material things to live and be comfortable and take care of your children, but have a large place in your life for God and purification, you know, healing and ascending. Because remember, that's what the two are doing to come back to each other. They need each other like we need food and water. And this is the path, like a spirit. If you've ever studied Native American spiritual paths and journeys, they go on a trek, and it's more than one dimensional. They may go hiking or on a physical trek, but they also are ascending and communing with nature and the characteristics of the animals and their ancestors and the weather. I mean, it's just an all encompassing thing to purify themselves and come into deeper, higher wisdom. So that's what both twins are doing. It's like they're trying to get back to those elevated conditions of the soul that they experienced in previous lifetimes when they were kept apart. Kept apart because they were father and daughter, kept apart due to other people and the witch hunts and, yeah, small minds and devious people and devious partners. Anyway, this is your reading. Let me know in the comments how this resonates. All of this is not going to be one person. It could be, or two, one couple, but it could be. It could be one couple, all these different lifetimes. If this resonates with you in any way, I would love to hear about it. Like, I really would love to hear about it. It's so fascinating. Okay, don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Peace.